Wait, can I share this Hangout link to my social media?
No, that you cannot share
Oh
the
no.
link, the YouTube link. You can.
All
Yes, you
right.
can share the YouTube link. Yep. Hello. Okay. Hello everyone. Welcome back to our live design with Topcoder in order to celebrate the design month, May design month. We are holding two event for live design. And as you see, if you saw our live event in the previous weeks, we have Arianto Onko to that designing with us for 1 hour to create a dashboard using Sketch, and he give us some tips about how to utilize Sketch in order to able to create a good UI and also make our work more efficient. And this week we have one of our top rated designer, Rio Purba. Hi Rio, say hi to the camera.
Hello. Hello everyone.
Okay,
Okay.
so Rio is our TCO 18
Yeah.
finalist. He's competing in the
Woohoo.
TCO 18 in Dallas last year. So I'm not
Yeah.
sure why you are not competing again in TCO 19. Are you already bored with the top coder open, or you have something that you do that makes you unable to join the competition?
I don't know. I have many activities outside, but I'm waiting. Maybe
Okay.
Topper can give me some new roles in the community. Maybe as the Topcoder official vlogger. I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see. Okay. So today Rio will share about how he is doing design for computing in Rocks challenge in our one of our Rocks challenge for one of top coder client. We will see who's going to be the client, and the design get second placement, right?
Yeah, second placement.
Rio,
Yeah, second placement.
second placement. That means he's got 1.5k US dollar,
Yeah.
1,500 US dollar from the challenge. And today we're going to flesh out how he made his design from scratch, how he's thinking about his design approach, and then see live in YouTube streaming how he create his design. So maybe we're going to start right now because we're already late because of some technical difficulties. So Rio, I give you time and the
Yep.
place for you to start.
Okay. How long I have to finish this? 30 minutes.
As long as you want. So basically, we just going to create the one full page and then finish it. Okay. And maybe we have maybe 10 minutes for chatting with
Okay, okay.
the audience for the Q&A. Okay.
Okay, okay. So thank you, Topcoder, for this chance. So guys, I will give you some demonstration how I uh, design one of the rocks challenge. I will uh, I will share my screen first, so you guys can see this the winning design of mine. So this is the homepage of the my submission. I mean, okay, this is for Microsoft in Rocks Challenge. This is my second time winning the Microsoft challenges in Rocks Challenge. Okay, okay, like you see here. So it's pretty simple, but I will show you how to design this. All right. So at the first time, the brief said that we have to design it in 1440 pixel. So okay, this one I choose the Android responsive. Yeah, this is if you use Sketch, you can choose to the advert that from the responsive web options and choose the desktop HD, right? This one, okay. But if you use Photoshop or the other application, Adobe Illustrator, maybe you can make the the output size manually. All right. So let's get started.
Why do you choose the desktop HD instead of other size like maybe 1366 pixel like our desktop monitor have?
Because the brief said that.
Oh, okay, okay.
Wait,
So basically
wait.
follow the spec.
I will open. Yeah, yeah. It's about the spec. I will
Good, good.
open the spec for a moment. Okay. So I will share it. Wait a minute. Okay. So this is the spec. Uh, Mobile learning. Oh, not this. So I want to show you how to read the brief for the first time. E-commerce. Where is the Rocks Microsoft area? Microsoft Office. Yeah, this. So the first winner in this challenge is Arifin, my brother.
I am infinite, right?
Yeah, I'm finite.
Yeah.
I'm I am infinite. Okay, so for the first time, you read the brief, you read the title. So this is for Microsoft, and the brief said you have to create the template site design. Okay, so next part you have to read is this one. Okay, we are looking for redesign on 4 web pages: landing page, feature, category, favorites by app, and so on. So this at this time we are going to design the landing page here, the home page. So this is the sample of the page. We can open it, right? Okay, and this is the landing page that have to be redesigned. So this is really standard, really simple, yeah, landing page. So it use grids like this, and the second part also use the same grid here. The third part also using same grids, same layouts like the other parts. So it's kind of boring. So we have to redesign this part. So what elements should we input in this part? Should we make in this part is featured categories, events and occasions, favorites by apps. Maybe we can add more categories like most downloaded, templates, and so on. So this this site is for the Microsoft templates like Microsoft Word template, Microsoft PowerPoint's template, and so on. Okay. So um, for the first part, okay, for the first part of the landing page, I put this part. Okay, so when the user arrive at this landing page, so they will see the hot templates, the hype templates. Like for example, this is the season is Easter. Yeah, Easter is coming. So the templates that has connection or that has hype for the Easter is shown in this part. Okay, and also this first part also has the news template cards and most downloaded template and top rated templates. So um, and the next part is featured template categories. So this is if we design UI UX for the desktop, we have to concern about the first fault. I mean, the first fault is um, when when you can see the first part, the first part of the website. So this is the first part of the website. I mean, so okay, wait. Okay, the actual size is 1440 and the height is 1000 pixel. So this is the first fold. You have to put the important parts in the first fold of the screen. So I think this is the important parts, and this is also important. So user can see what template categories available on this landing page on this website. So I put these two parts in the first fold of the screen, and then when user, I mean something like this. If we see it from the preview, so this is the first fold. Yeah, you can see this screen without scrolling. Yeah, you have to put the most important parts in this screen, and when user scroll, they will see another parts that is popular templates, and there's also recent templates, and then this is the seasonal themes of the templates, like the wedding or summer themes or congratulation themes, Christmas themes, and the others. And this is the favorites by app. So this is the category of the app, like Microsoft Words and the others. So I'm going to show you how I designed this part. So for the first time, to make the header, I'm using the rectangular tool, something like this. If you are using Photoshop, you can also make this by using rectangular tool. All right, and then okay. So for the grid, okay, you can use 1200 pixels, or you can increase it by 1300 pixels, something like this, and the gutter width is 20 pixels. So this is the basic settings that I usually use. All right. So the gutter width is 20 pixels. Okay, here is it. So what is the function of the grids? This is useful for the grid is useful if you want to design the desktop screen into the mobile screen. So the grids will be very useful for designing the responsive screens. All right. So for the first time, I put the logo here. Okay. And then wait. Okay. For the header, I didn't change it too much. Yeah. So I just using this the current menus and simplify this part. All right. So I make this menu. There is a line here, so I'm using line tool in the sketch. Okay. 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 For duplicating an object, you can use the Command D or Control D in Windows, and it will be duplicated. Okay. Office, something like that. Support, and also the products. Products. All right. Okay. For for the icons, like we can see here. Okay. It's using an icon, right? The saffron down icon. So I usually download my icon from the feedericons.com. You can just click, just type the down or saffron like this, and just click on the icon and it will be downloaded. Okay. So I put all of the downloaded icons into a new folder in my source folder. So this is the stocks, as you can see inside the source folder. So in the stocks folder, I put all of the stocks that I use in this site, in this landing page. So this is the icon, right? This is the uh, downloaded image. Okay. So I copy paste the downloaded icon here, the saffron down, like you see. Okay. So I just copy paste the icon into the sketch. All right. Something like this. And we group it and duplicate it. Make another menu. Resources, template, supports. Resources. Okay. So this is the current page, which is templates page. So we have to make it different. Maybe make it bold, something like that. Okay. All right. So the distance between the objects should be consistent. So the distance between the support and templates will be 30 pixels. Between templates and resources should be 30 pixels, and the others object should be like that. Okay, and then we mix all Microsoft apps or and sign in menu. Okay, something like this. You put it to the right side, and we change it to be white. Okay, and select all the objects and group it and name it as header or menu navigation. It's up to you. So we have to make them all neat, so and clean, right? Okay, the next part we are going to make is this part, right? That includes the featured templates, right? So I'm also using the rectangular tool and make it full width 14 and 40 pixels, right? And for the colors, I usually take the color palettes from the client website. So like this, we can use this gray and this side also using dominant white, right, for the background, and also this green, and then this red, and this orange, and this blue. Okay, usually I take it from the client's website. So for example, okay, for example, I'm using colors tool in colors tool, something like this, digital color metal. So I copy this color code, as you can see here, the 240, the RGB code. Okay, I copy it and I paste it here. Sorry. Okay, this is the same gray that is being used in this website. Okay, so I just use the eyedropper tool and click on the current gray. Okay, this is the hexa code, and in the sketch we can save this color code, right? So just click on this add symbol, right? This is the color. Okay, and do it again until you have your own color palette, something like this. Okay, in Photoshop you can also do something like this, and if you're using Adobe XD, you can also save your color palette something like this. Okay, and for this part it's easy. You only follow the grids, okay, something like this. Okay, for the biggest one, I'm using 6 columns, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, and the small parts I'm using 3 columns, something like this. Okay, so this part, the height is 420. So okay, 420. So for the distance between the objects, the small objects is 20, right? This one. The distance between the small object is 20. So the small object should be 200 pixels, right? Okay, and we also copy this here, and to make it dynamic, right? Not static, not boring. I make this. I increase the size. I mean, something like this. So it's not boring. And this is the title. This is the title, the H1, right? So the H1 is using 46 point. Okay, for example, this is Office template and themes. Okay, it's using 46, and it's like, okay. So usually for the H1, the heading one, the title like this, I'm using like wake, right? So if you're using bold, it's too what we call it, it's too wake, okay, for the font, and the size is big, and you are using bold. I think it's not good to be seen. Okay, so I just using like something like this. Okay, and the next part, there should be a features that user can use to search a template. So I make it, I make here a search a search form. Okay, so 40. Okay, the border is gray and the fill is white. Okay, and for the icons, just search the search icon here and download it. So I just using my downloaded icons here. Search. Oh, nothing. Okay, just copy and paste, search, and copy and paste it on the sketch. Okay, and type search, something like this, and use a gray, or just use black, but decrease the opacity to be 50, something like that. Okay, templates. Okay, now don't forget to group the related objects, like the search box. Okay, okay, and this is the images, right? I downloaded from the client side, but please make sure that you ask about the image uh, in the forum, right? So you have to make sure that you can, or you are available to download the images from the client's website. So uh, just using this image, or you can uh, right click here and copy and download the images, but I just using these images. Okay, nice, something like that. And there is a caption here. Is the theme Easter is coming, something like that. Find this. Okay, using orange. Easter is coming.
Feel.
Yeah.
So while working on it,
Okay.
I wonder how do you able to comes up with some thoughts about you choose the seasonal themes like this? How do you comes up with the idea?
Okay. So the clients want this website to be more personal to the users, right? So if we see the current website, it's kind of boring and it's not personal to the users. So it's just showing you the standards layout, something like this, and it's not personal, and it's not customizable by the season right now or the theme right now. So in the briefs, client said they want to make this website or this landing page to be more personal and more relates to their users. So I think one of the solution is uh, to put the hot, what is trending right now, or what is the season right now, and the templates that relates to the users. So I put the parts, the solution in this landing page. Okay, that's that's why you see the seasonal templates part here, and maybe for if we can see the other parts after the user login. So this part, uh, this landing page, yeah, you see here is before the user login. So it show you the sign in link right here, and this page, this screen is after a user is sign in or login. So the parts here is changed, as you can see. So the parts here is before login or before signing in. The parts is newest template, most downloaded, top rated templates, and the others. Okay, after users login, they will see like by friends. Okay, and then my save collection and might need it for your work, John. Okay, so the user's name is John. So I make this landing page more personal and most and relates to the users. Okay, maybe it's the concept of my user experience. Okay, so we'll continue our work. There are some templates in these categories. For example, So the main thing, if you want to win a challenge in Topcoder, you have to make a unique experience. Yeah, a unique experience. What do you think? What do you think uh, that user needs in your design? Okay, so it's not just redrawing the concept or the wireframe in that is provided in the brief. That's something like not like that. So you have to think, what is the uniqueness, or what is the solution you propose to the clients to fix their problems, to make an engagement to their users. Okay, use templates, duplicate this, and however, in the sketch, we can make an object as a symbol. So this two part is the same, right? So the difference is only in the text, in the caption, and also the what we call it, the image. So we can make one of these as a symbol. So for example, this one, okay, we just rename this text to be caption, and this will be a image. So just click on this part and create symbol. For example, image card. We name it as image card, something like that. So we can change the we can copy paste this part, right? As many as we want, okay, and we can change the caption by typing it here. For example, most downloaded, most downloaded. You see, and we want to copy paste. We want to change the image, so we can copy this image and choose this part or this symbol and click on this image thumbnail and paste it here by pressing Command V or Control V on Windows, something like that. Okay. With this, you can fasten your word. Okay. And we change the caption to be what, top rated templates, for example, top rated templates. Okay. Something like that. And if we want to change one part of this symbol, right? So just double click on it, and it can open the original file, and we can change everything here. For example, we change the text, and it will affect all of the symbols, something like that. Okay, the whole tags will be changed. Okay, something like that. Okay, let's flow mobile. Okay, right. Just copy and paste the item here, and change the caption to be top rated templates. Top rated templates. Okay, and this part is featured template categories. So just type in featured template categories. Okay. and we choose the colors from the color palette like that. Example, okay. And for the categories, featured categories, it's showing the top categories of the template. For example, the top categories, template categories is resume covers, calendar, training, invoices, brochures, and if the users want to see the other categories, they just click on this button. Okay. And for the layout, just follow the grids. Okay, something like this. Okay, okay. We give it the border to be blue, and the field could be white. And for example, this brochure, it's 14. The body text, the standard body text I usually use is 14 pixel brochures, and you just put search an icon and put it here. Yes. Okay, just use a random icons here. Okay, and you can make it blue to make it consistent. And after that, it's okay. We group it and just duplicate it here, also here, also here. Okay. So we just make it fast, guys. So the I don't change the icons. I just change the text. Okay. So this video will not be too long. Okay. For example, calendar, and then what else? Invoices, invitation, for example. Okay. Brochures. And for this action, call to action, it should be different from the others part. So we just change the colors, all blue, something like this, and the caption should be all categories and change it to be white. And for the icon example, we can rotate it to be here and make it training, something like that. Okay, change it to be white. Okay, and don't forget to group it. Okay, this also we have to group it. So name it as featured, and name it as featured categories. Okay. So this is what I mean the first fold of the screen. Okay, the main parts should not pass this limit. Okay, so for example, okay, this is I think this is not good because the main part, these two main parts, is past the limit, the first fold of the screen. So you have to make sure that your main parts is not passing the limits, the fold, I mean. Okay, and for the rest, you just drag it as as many as you want. Okay, and uh, we are making to the popular and duration. Popular, have to make it something like that. Okay, the size is the same with this one, 24 points. Okay, the distance is, for example, something like that, and we make recent and change the opacity to be 50, or just using another gray. Okay, recent. Okay, next we want to make this card. Okay, again, just follow the grids. Okay, just follow the grids. So it's 203 is gray, and you can see there is a border here, the stroke. So I just make it something like this. You duplicate this one. Okay, so there are two objects here. Okay, and just decrease the size or the width of this the second part. Okay, example, just change the color so you can see. Okay, and make it the middle of the first part. Okay, something like that. Okay, and we just copy and paste the image and make mask it with the second object, something like this, right? Travel brochure, and I make a tag here, text. Okay, so a user can see this template has a tag. Okay, for example, this is winter, using a small text. Okay, it's not so good. Okay, okay, 40, 60, something like this. And the second tag is winter. This is a 48, so I just make it 68. All right. So here you can see there is a the downloaded uh, total downloaded. So just put it here so user can see how many downloaded that this template has. Okay, just group it here, or you want to make this as a symbol so you can fasten your word. So the step is the same. Um, you have to name um, each layer first. So this is the title, and so this is the first tag. This is the second tag. Okay, if you already name all of the objects, so just group it and create a symbol, name it as item, maybe template, oh, template thumbnail. Okay, just copy paste here. Okay, and then just copy the image. For example, we want to copy the image here and also here. So it could be very easy. Okay, something like that. And if you want to change the title of the item or the templates, just find the name of the layers. For example, the title. So you can type your text here. For example, winter brochure template. So it's changing, right? So if the user want to find another popular templates, they have to click something here. So we have to provide an a button. Okay, and give it a blue. So the main colors should be consistent. We are using blue here, so we also using blue. Just name it as all templates, for example. White, make it vertical and horizontal center. Oops. Okay, that's it. And another one is the seasonal themes. Okay, I also make this dynamic, so it's not boring. Okay, but oops, but it still follow the grids. Okay, okay, just for example, 2, 3. We make the wireframe first. Sample object first. 2. Okay, this. Okay, right. Next, before going to make the main parts, we have to make the background first, so user can see that this part is different from the previous one. Okay, give it gray, something like that. Right. So the size of this item or this card is up to you. So let's make it to be 180 and 140 and give it wide, something like that, and duplicate this one. Okay, as you can see, there is uh, the limitation of the image here, so we duplicate this object. Okay, and decrease the size of the second object, 1 2 and 1 2, and make it centered. Okay, something like that. All right, and maybe we can add the height, so we can add uh, the text here. All right, okay, something like that, and just copy this image here. Okay, on the top of the second, this is the second object, and we have to put the image above it. Okay, something like that, and select the both layers, and right click and choose the mask. Okay, so it will mask the image, something like that, and change the text to be summer. Right, and we group it. Okay, we can make this as item, maybe item, and oh sorry, this is the seasonal template, right? So create symbol seasonal and slash item 1, right? And there are three different, I think, three different size of the item or the card. So the first one is the smallest, the second one is the medium one, and the third one is the biggest one. So I want to make uh, all of them to be symbols, right? Okay, we this is the first item, right? The first item, the smallest one, and we are going to make the medium one. Just copy and paste here. Okay, just decrease the size. Okay, something like that. This is the okay, yeah, and one. Sorry, 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, right. That's it. So we name it as caption. We name it as image. Okay, and we group it and create symbol. Uh, give the same name, right? This is the seasonal slash item 2. Okay, the item 1 is the smallest one, the item 2 is the medium one, and the largest one is the item 3. So change the caption, the label first, the caption first. It's caption, the name, yeah, image, something like that. Okay, we name it as seasonal item 3. Okay, Now it's easy. Just insert, choose the insert and document and choose the seasonal and choose the symbol you want to input, item 1 or item 2 or item 3. For example, this part, this time I want to input or insert the item 1. Just click on this. All right, and I just change, I only change the image, okay, and name it as the, what is the name, spring template, okay. And also this part, I change the image, I change the text, congratulations, okay. So okay,
So, how did you arrange this gallery? Are you already have something in mind, or just make it random and then see which one is perfect for the positioning?
yeah, I just I just for the first time before doing this demo live, yeah. I mean, when joining the contest, I just make it randomly, so, and try different formats or different layouts. So which one is the best in looking, which one is the more beautiful in aesthetic, and that's it. I just choose the layout that works best, I think, and use the one. Okay, and for the title, I'm using, for example, seasonal themes. Okay, and then we also can make this button as the symbol. Just create symbol and make it to the button, and you just call it from the insert feature and just document and just button. Just make it vertical aligned. Okay, see all templates. Okay, that's it. We group it. Okay, maybe that's all. Okay, any question?
Yeah, we've got several questions in the chat. The first of all
Yeah.
is from Iqbal, which
Okay.
asking about how do you make your design very coherent with the Microsoft site. But I think you already answered it by doing some research into their website and then taking their color directly from the original website, right?
Yeah, yeah. So for this, the first time, uh, it's true. We have to, as designer, we have to research from the client sites. So I click on every menu they have in their website to find the best combination of the colors, the best combination of the layout, and I also see, I also, so this is using the different layout from this side. Okay, so I just click all of these this menu or these screens to find the best combination of the colors and the layouts. I also seeing in YouTube or the other side Google, okay, the other for the other product or the other app of the Microsoft. So that's how I research first before joining their competing in their challenges. Okay, maybe that's all.
Okay, thank you,
Another
Rio.
question?
The next question is
Yeah.
about grid setting for the mobile version. How do you choose the perfect setting for the mobile version based on your desktop? So this is intriguous because some of in if you read our latest news from Fitness, he's saying that we should doing from the mobile design first.
Yeah.
So basically we trying to create from the most important elements in the design and then spread it into the desktop view, so you can advance it. But that's his approach, and we are curious how you how what is your approach for doing this, and what kind of
Yeah.
grid setting that you use for the mobile version.
Yeah, I think fitness is right. There is what we call it. We have to know which one is targeted user use first, whether the desktop or the mobile apps. So if the Microsoft users use the mobile app more frequently from the desktop, so we have to design the mobile first. But in this case, the target, I mean the main platform that are being used by the user, the Microsoft users, is desktop. So I began this by designing the desktop design. Okay, and if we want to develop this desktop design, this desktop screen into a mobile, just just using the standard, okay, the standard iPhone 8, something like that. Okay, and then make it the grid to be, wait, this is should be 3 out of 4. It's 20. It's 250. Okay, one sec. Okay, so the total width of this mobile screen size is 375 pixels. So for the margin right and left, you just decrease it by 20, right? So the total width should be 335 pixels, and the number of columns should be 3 or 4. It's up to you. Okay, 3 or 4, and the gutter width is 20 pixels. So the gutter width is the distance between the column. So this is the gutter width. Okay, it's 20, right? 20 pixels. So okay, layout settings. Okay, so this is my basic settings that I use for designing the mobile. But actually, you have enough room to increase the size here. So the left, and you have 30 pixels in your left margin, and you have 30 pixels in your right margin. So you can increase your total width here by 20 pixel maybe, and make it center. Okay, and make it the gutter width to be 20. Okay, the gutter width should be consistently 20 pixels. Okay, and for example, we want to make a mobile design, so I just using this rectangular tool, and the height is be the same. Okay, is same with this desktop. Would be that is 60 pixels. Okay, and we make it to be wide. Make it to be wide. Okay, and maybe we can use menu here. Okay, that's it. And maybe just copy the sign here. Okay, and the second part is this part. Actually, I already designed the mobile. Okay, it looks something like this. Okay, let me check it first. Search flow symbol bridge. Okay. Okay, and next, just copy the main object. Okay, copy the main object. Mobile. Okay, and make it oops, yeah. Paster is coming. Okay. So it's fixed, right? 335. 350. Okay. So the idea of developing the mobile design is you rearrange or re-layouting these the layout of the desktop screen. So it doesn't mean that, for example, I copy this bigger one to here, and I just resize it to be to fix the current layout. It's not something like that. So the current point of developing the mobile screen is you resize the width of every object. So uh, the stacks when we copy paste in the mobile, right? So the width are too long, is too long from the screen, the mobile screen. So we just decrease the screen to be fit into the mobile. So it's not something like decreasing the font size like this. No, not something like that. The font size is everything the same. Even this body text, it's using the same size as the desktop. It's 14 points, right? So that's how I designed the mobile screens. That's it.
Great. So basically, most of the time, in the challenge, or if you follow the best practice in the internet, there is a guidance about how to create the responsive version. But
Mm-hmm.
if you see how you're working on the template right now, this is based on experience. So you need to
Yeah,
keep exploring and find the best way to do the design. So it's
yeah,
not
yeah, yeah, sure.
the exact science. So it's up to you. But most of the time, there is a guideline that you can use for when you're choosing one screen device. You will be able to find some guidance, if especially if the client have strict design guidelines or design system that have some grid
Yeah, we
setting
have
that
to
you need to
follow.
follow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So the next question, Rio,
Yeah.
came from our friend about let's see, Andi Irawan. So this is Andi Irawan
Okay.
saying that what was done first in designing the website? Did it make the wireframe first, or did the website directly without creating wireframe? So basically, what kind of approach that you choose, that you do when you start designing? Are you able to create the design directly and just thinking about it in your head, or you need to make sketch first and do the wireframe, do the low fidelity before you're able to do something uh, more advanced in the design?
Okay, it's a good question for Bang Irawan. So for the first time before I competing in a challenge, I do research first. So if I have enough information from my research, I do a wireframe, but it's a low fidelity in with paper and pen. Something you can see here. Here's something like that. Okay, so it's not the wireframe like the challenge you see. So it's a wireframe challenge in Topcoder. It's too long if we create the wireframe in our computer. So I just make some sketch in my sketchbook, and I design. The next step is I design by following any information and any sketches and any low fidelity wireframe in my book. That's it.
So yeah, basically the hand writing, the hand sketch still rules for in this case, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah. So the main the other function or the other what we call manfaat. The other use of the use cats
benefit.
in your benefit, yeah, the other benefit, if we sketch our information or sketch our solution in the book, is we can leave it. For example, this already midnight, we have to go to sleep, we are sleepy right now. So if we sketch our solution, we have sketched our concept in our book, we can go to sleep, and in the morning, if we already wake up, we just see or read any information, any sketch, any concept in our book, and we can design it again. So if we don't sketch it, didn't sketch it, uh, we must forget about our brilliant concept that we found at the midnight. So that's the other benefit.
Great. So it's really accessible every anytime we want it, right? If you go into the
Yeah, yeah.
toilet, you can if you're still washing your body, you can write it down, right? So
Yeah, it's true,
okay,
it's true.
the other question that I'm the other question that I miss is about how do you have any standard or tips for the font size setting, for example, headers, paragraph, content, and more? This is the same similar question like Rizky asking. This is from our two designer, Rizky and Muhammad Iqbal,
Mhm.
about default font size for headers and content. If any, what size? Do you have any recommendation or a standard that you follow when you're creating your design?
Okay, so actually there are many standards and rules of the typography that you can read outside in the internet. They are all good and you can follow of them. But the simplest one that I often apply to my design system is uh, the standard body tags. It's between 14 and 16. Sorry. This is the standard body tags that I usually use for body tags. So body tags is something like this, or any information for paragraph, if there are any paragraph, or this one for the menu and the footer,
Can you
or
share
if
the
we are
size the screen?
the oh yeah, sorry. Screen share. Okay, share. Okay, so I repeat it again. So the standard font size that I usually use is 14 and 16, right? You can see here 16 points. It's the standard body tags that I usually use. And the body text, what does it mean? The body text. The body text is the paragraph or the standard font, something like this. It's using 14 points, as you can see here. Yeah, the menus and the other body tags. And for the heading, the next heading, for example, heading 3 or heading 2 or heading 1, you can I usually use between 20 to 28. Okay, this is for heading 2, for example. And for this heading 1, the title, the main one, I usually use between 36 to 46. So as you can see here, I using 46, right? So this is the simplest one, I think. Another rules that you can find in outside in internet, they said that just multiply your font size to 1.618. This is the golden ratio value. So uh, for example, this is 40, this is 60, right? So for example, the standard body text we are using in this website, Microsoft website, is 14. So if we want to make a bigger heading, so just multiply 14 multiplied by 1.618. So the value is 22, or you can make it 23. So it's up to you. So it's you make it 22. Okay, okay. It's similar, right? It's between 20 and uh, 28. Sorry. And if you want to make a bigger heading for a title, main title, for example, just multiply 22 by 22 multiplied by 1.618. It's 36, right? 36. So we duplicate it and make it 26. 26. Okay. This is two simple way that you can make a good typography. So this is for paragraph or body text. This is for subtitle. This is for the main title. So that's it. And in the in the sketch, you can make your own typography style. You can save the style. So for example, this is the body text. You can choose here, can choose you can click create new text style. You can name it as body text. And this is the main, for example, this is the main title. You can name it as main title H1, for example. So if you create a paragraph, this is a sample paragraph or a graph uh, that made by riopurba. So you want to make this the size to be the body text. So just choose the body text here, body text. So it will make the current text to be the body text. So if you want to make it to the main title, okay, main title H1, you can choose the main title H1. Okay, something like that. That's it.
Okay, I see. I think that's all we got. The other question is about the script when designing. So it's up. It's really up to you. Do you have any library? Just a quick answer. Do you
Library,
have any
no,
library when you
no,
designing? No. So you
no,
start from
no.
scratch, right?
Yeah, yeah. Use from the scratch.
Okay. Okay, thank you. So guys, we already reached the end of our time. We need to make something else. Then I think that's all we got for now. Jesse,
Yeah.
I'm returning the forum to you again. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.